I am bringing you guys along for a casual ride on the Wired Freedom. I recently posted my official review of this bike. Since then, I've been using it more. I have more time and mileage on it, and I want to use this video as an opportunity to follow up on the review video and give you guys more of my developed thoughts and opinions in a more loose format. But before getting into any of that, I did purchase a new mic system, and there's two configurations I can use. You've been listening to configuration A so far in this video, and this is configuration A. The clarity, the volume should be a bit more with this, and you can also hear more background noise, ambient noise. Configuration A is more quiet, there's less background noise, you can hear the bike a lot less, easier to focus on my voice. So let me know which configuration you prefer. But the remainder of this video is going to be recorded with configuration B. We will be taking a new, fresh route in this video. I switched gyms, and this new gym is very fun to bike to. So I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. So the Wired Freedom, the bike I'm on right now. In case you guys missed my last review video, this is a $2,000 bike, which makes it an immense value for what it is. Because we're packing a 2,000 watt geared hub motor, that's a peak of 2,000. Although the whole nominal peak thing, it goes up to 2,000 watts, and that's really all that matters. If I accelerate here, I'm at 1750, 1850 watts, so it's a 2,000 watt motor. That already makes this bike more powerful than Super 73s, the X-Class, the new Rev 1 Up. All of those have a peak power well below 2,000 watts. And that's not even what makes the Wired Freedom so special. The real standout feature is the inclusion of a 60 volt, 20 amp hour battery. Really the only thing that's gonna have more energy, more range in this bike are those with dual battery configurations or electric dirt bikes like the Sur-Ron. Unlike the Sur-Ron, however, the Wired Freedom is an e-bike. It's not in that legal gray zone. I mean, technically, because it's 2,000 watts, it is. But from my experience, unless you're going a ridiculous 50, 60 miles an hour, which this bike cannot do, no cop is going to stop you. But each location is different, so check your local laws. It is full suspension. We have a front fork, pretty run-of-the-mill, and a shock in the back with a length of 165 millimeters. A little bit on the small side, but it is a standard size, so if you want, you could go on Amazon, search for a 165 millimeter shock, and put in whatever you want. We are rocking fat tires, 26 by 4 inches wide. I think fat tires should come standard on every e-bike. The only time they don't make sense is when the bike is human powered, because it adds extra mass. But when you have a 2,000 watt motor, a 60 volt battery, it can handle it. Now, aside from the raw specifications, a huge selling point of this product is the performance that it delivers. The maximum speed is about 35 miles per hour, has great acceleration, and it enables you to use the bike in more useful commuting scenarios like I'm doing right now. So this route is my new daily commute to my gym, and you're gonna notice a distinct lack of bike lanes. I can't ride on the sidewalk. I mean, technically I could kind of cower in fear on the side like this, but that's not safe for me. The best option here is to take over this right lane and keep up with traffic. And the Wired Freedom, with the top speed of 35 miles an hour, I can just barely do this. So it's just one of those daily usability things that's really going to impact how useful the bike is to you. You might initially think that 35 miles an hour on a bike is ridiculous, such overkill, but if it enables you to, in my case, get to my gym in the safest way possible, then that's a great feature. And not to mention, it helps you get to your destination faster. Going 15, 20 miles an hour, you'll be surprised how long it takes you to get places if you use your bike for commuting purposes rather than just joyrides. I'm still learning this route. I think we go this way, and then the first right here. Yeah. Follow this black Honda. Okay, maybe not. He just has his blinker on. Now, in terms of the competition, what is this going up against? What's the alternatives you could be buying? In my opinion, it's pretty obvious. It's the new Rev 1, the X-Class, and Super 73 to a lesser extent. So against the X-Class, the Rev 1 Up, those are both rocking a 52 volt battery, 20 amp hours. So the watt hour capacity is just over 1,000, I think 1,040. This being 60 volts, 20 amp hours is 1,200 watt hours, substantially more range. And the higher voltage found here doesn't just give you more range, but also that better performance, both on the top end and the raw acceleration. This is my new gym, by the way, LA Fitness. Kind of a weird choice because I'm on the East Coast. I'm not actually gonna work out today. I just wanted to show you guys this awesome route. That's a highway, I'm not going that way. We could come back the way we came, but there's something else I wanna explore. And we have range for days here, so we can essentially do anything we want. Yeah, so we're gonna try this alternative way home. See how this turns out. Never went this way before. But as I navigate this, I do want to give you guys the reality of the things I don't like about this bike, because it isn't perfect. It's very close. It's still a fantastic value, don't get me wrong. But I don't think I'm going to personally be keeping this bike. And let me tell you guys why. Do I go straight? Oh, that's the bridge. There's stairs. Okay, these stairs are very steep. But this is a good opportunity to tell you guys the first thing I don't like about this bike. Whoa. Okay, this is gonna be a challenge. The first thing I don't like is how huge this bike is. The wheels, I like the choice of fat tires, but they went with 26 by 4-inch wide fat tires. The competition, the X-Class, the Rev 1 Up, they all use 20 by 4-inch wide fat tires. And side by side, the difference is massive. Oh no. I mean, the big size could be useful if you do a lot of off-roading. You have to go over obstacles. But for me, I find it more of a hassle than anything else. It also increases the standover height. So you gotta be pretty tall to ride this bike comfortably and be able to touch the ground while sitting at a red light. Okay, what was my plan at this point? Where am I? Oh, okay, I think I have to go that way. Try not to get hit by a vehicle. Okay, yeah, I followed this. Yeah, so that was the meadow, the promised land I saw on the map. Okay, yeah, we're heading in the right direction. And the second and really last major thing I don't prefer is the direction they went with the rear suspension. So it is full suspension. That's preferable to being hardtail, but the geometry isn't great. There's essentially no travel. You can change out the shock. It's something with a little bit more travel, but then you're going to run into the issue of the rear tire rubbing up against the control box. There's about 1 finger, maybe even less, of space between the control box and the rear wheel. So even changing out the shock, there's going to be that hard limit of how much suspension travel you can achieve with this geometry. And I really can't stress enough how important good suspension is, especially if you plan on daily commuting with your bike. You don't want to be sore the next day, have a sore back from hitting bumps. It could also be kind of dangerous hitting a pothole at high speeds without good suspension, because it can fling you off the bike, causing you to potentially crash. Having high performance suspension can save you in those instances. Okay, so to summarize my thoughts, this is a fantastic product and probably the best value bike on the market, period, not just at this price level. I mean, the only other way to get a high performance 60-volt battery is to spend double, more than double, on something like a Sur-Ron. So if you're in the market for an X-Class, a Rev 1, or anything in that price range, you should seriously be considering this product instead. It's just gonna be the better value, but it's not perfect. And I laid out the things I don't like about it. You know, we traveled about 13 miles. We began at 66.5 volts, and right now I'm at 62.3 volts. And you know what? That's another thing I like about this product. The display, they have a very useful display. They show you the exact battery voltage. We even have external temperature, the motor wattage, how many watts the motor is using. All the data I want to see on my e-bike, and they give it to you on this display. Okay, it's starting to rain, and I have at least 10 miles to go. Hopefully I answered all of your burning questions when it comes to this product, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you about to buy this? Do you have one? Or do you still prefer other names like the X-Class over this, and why? I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.